You survived the pressure, you survived the fear. So why does your hair begin falling after life finally becomes quiet? Sometimes your hair does not fall while you are inside the hardest part of your life. Sometimes it waits until the noise fades and everything finally becomes still. And when that happens, it can feel confusing, unfair, and deeply frightening. You made it through pressure that many people around you never even saw. You kept moving while your mind was tired and your body was running on empty. Then, just when life starts to feel calmer, your hair begins to shed. You notice it in the shower, on your pillow, on your clothes, in your hands. And suddenly, the peace you waited for does not feel peaceful anymore. It feels like your body is speaking in a language you cannot understand. You may ask yourself, why now, when the worst is already behind me? But the body does not always react at the same time as the mind. Sometimes your mind says, we are safe now, before your body believes it. Life may look calm outside, while inside the alarm is still ringing. For weeks, or even months, you may have been living in survival mode. Maybe you slept less, worried more, and pushed yourself to stay strong. Maybe you carried responsibilities that nobody fully noticed or understood. Maybe you smiled while your nervous system was still under heavy pressure. Maybe you kept working, helping, solving, caring, and silently holding everything together. And through all of that, your body was not simply doing nothing. It was feeling every sleepless night, every shock, every quiet moment of panic. It was carrying the overwork, the emotional overload, and the fear you swallowed. It was trying to keep you stable, useful, awake, and functioning. But survival takes energy, even when you do not notice the cost right away. Hair shedding can sometimes become one of the body's delayed messages. Not a punishment, not weakness, and not something you should blame yourself for, but a sign that your system may have carried too much for too long. Think of your body like a house standing through a long storm. During the storm, the windows are closed and every wall is tense. The house does not repair itself while the wind is still hitting it. It simply tries to stay standing until the storm finally passes. Only later, when the sky becomes calm, do the cracks appear. Only later do you begin to see what the storm quietly changed inside. Hair shedding after stress can sometimes feel exactly like that. The danger may be gone, but your body is finally showing the impact. That is why the timing can feel so strange, almost mysterious. You expect your body to relax as soon as life becomes easier. But sometimes the body releases what it could not release before. It waits until you are no longer fighting every second to survive. Then it starts processing the pressure that was stored inside for too long. And delayed stress may show up as fatigue, headaches, skin changes, or hair shedding. For some people, the body reacts quickly, almost right after the pressure. For others, the reaction arrives weeks or even months later. That delay does not mean you are imagining what is happening. It means the body has its own rhythm, its own memory, and its own timing. Stress does not always look dramatic from the outside. Sometimes stress looks like waking up and doing what has to be done. Sometimes it looks like answering messages while feeling completely empty inside. Sometimes it looks like being responsible when you secretly need rest. Sometimes it looks like staying calm because falling apart is not an option. And when you live that way for too long, your body may stay activated. Even after the problem ends, your system may still expect another emergency. Your muscles may stay tense, and your sleep may remain light. Your digestion may feel different, and your energy may return slowly. And your hair cycle may also respond to that long period of pressure. This does not mean every hair on your pillow is caused by stress. Hair loss is complex, and it deserves careful medical attention. Hormones, thyroid problems, low iron, deficiencies, genetics, autoimmune issues, infections, and medications can all play a role. That is why guessing is not enough. When your hair begins shedding, a dermatologist or medical specialist can help you understand what is really happening. Medical clarity and emotional awareness are not opposites. They belong together because healing often needs both real answers and honest listening. Your hair is not just a small detail of your appearance. For many people, hair holds identity, confidence, memory, and emotional safety. So when it starts falling, the fear can feel very personal. You may look in the mirror and feel like something is being taken from you. You may become afraid to wash, brush, or even touch your hair. You may start counting strands, checking signs, and searching every angle. And the more you check, the stronger the fear can become. That is why compassion matters so much in moments like this. Because a person losing hair does not need blame or shame. They need answers, gentleness, and the feeling that they are not alone. They need someone to say, "Your fear makes sense." They need someone to say, "Your body may need attention, not shame." Hair shedding after stress can feel like your body is betraying you. But maybe it is not betrayal, even if it feels painful. Maybe your body is finally admitting how heavy everything really was. Maybe your system is saying, "I held on as long as I could." Maybe this is not the beginning of something hopeless. Maybe it is the beginning of finally listening to your body. Gently ask yourself, what happened before the shedding began? Was there shock, grief, pressure, illness, conflict, fear, or burnout? Were you sleeping less than your body truly needed? Were you eating too quickly, working constantly, or ignoring exhaustion? Were you surviving emotionally instead of feeling calm and safe? These questions are not here to blame you for your symptoms. They are here to help you understand the timeline your body may remember, because the body often keeps a calendar that the mind forgets. The mind may say that painful period is already over, but the body may answer, "I'm still recovering from it." And recovery is not always immediate, simple, or visible from the outside. Sometimes recovery begins when sleep finally becomes deeper and calmer. Sometimes it begins when food becomes regular and your body feels supported. Sometimes it begins with blood tests, a dermatologist visit, and real answers. Sometimes it begins with admitting, "I have been carrying too much." And sometimes it begins when you stop fighting your own body. Your body is not your enemy. Even when its signals scare you, it may simply be tired, overloaded, and quietly asking for support. That support can be medical, emotional, practical, and physical at the same time. It can mean checking hormones, nutrition, scalp health, family history, and immune factors. It can also mean checking stress, sleep, boundaries, and emotional safety. Because hair shedding may be visible on the outside of your body, but sometimes the story began deep inside. A season of silent pressure, a season when you had no time or space to fall apart. A season when you had to be strong before you were ready. A season when your body kept the score quietly, without words. And now, when life looks calmer, your body may finally be speaking, not to scare you, not to punish you, not to blame you, but to invite you to look closer with care instead of fear. What does your body need now that the storm has passed? Does it need more rest, more clarity, more support, or more honesty? Maybe the question is not only, how do I stop the shedding? Maybe the deeper question is, what helped create this overload? And maybe another question is, how can I help my system feel safe again? Healing begins when you stop treating symptoms like random enemies. It begins when you see them as messages that deserve careful investigation. Not every message is emotional, and not every message is medical. Often, the truth lives in the careful connection between both. So check your body with professionals and listen to your life with compassion, because hair may fall after the storm, but understanding can grow after fear. Healing starts with medical clarity, emotional awareness, and a kinder relationship with your body.